Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Happy Friday. Hey, hey, Trade Maker, how you doing? Yeah, the voice is slowly coming back. It's taking its time. My voice went on vacation. Okay, I guess we gotta get to work here, right? Overnight inventory, 100% long. Okay. Yesterday, overnight inventory was 100% short. Today, long. All the trading is above yesterday's close. We're taking the liquidated inventory from yesterday, selling it higher at night, right? You just want to think of it like the stale inventory from yesterday is being retailed out at night. Think of it, you got a donut shop. You take your stale donuts from the end of the day, go sell them outside the nightclub to drunk people at nighttime. It works really nice. It's an inside day or an inside night. Inside yesterday's range. We're also inside yesterday's cost basis. Value area that these TPO charts talk about, that's really cost basis. What is the cost basis? It's what your inventory is priced at. So the cheap inventory from yesterday being sold tonight or this morning, wherever you may be. Let's go take a look. Yeah, it's slowly getting better. Redcom, how you doing? Yeah, this virus really attacked my vocal cords. It was pretty weird. My girlfriend thought I had a stroke. Thank God that did not happen. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Overnight point of control. They made a lot of good sales up here at 57. Liquidation back down. So we're looking to see if that overnight point of control, which is, let's see, how many contracts? 1,600 contracts. Let's see if we can move that down into this 45 level. You can see the cost basis. 37 to 42 3/4. Double it up to 54. We got a little bit of distribution over VWAP. We're underneath it right now, so we're waiting for an edge. Let's see how it plays out this morning. Once again, London Open in 10 minutes will tell us what kind of an edge we've got. We'll look for the bid. And a reminder from Steve that we still got that 3-day come in and try our room at the Trading Syndicate for 3 days. He's running that again this weekend. And the reason we're doing that is we're trying to get people in the room. These markets are not going to get any easier to trade as we go into the summer. You can trust me on that. I told you at the beginning of the year it was going to be difficult. Yesterday we had, a big range again. A lot of people got hurt. If you want to learn how to survive in these markets, if you want to learn how to trade with any kind of common sense, intelligence, if you want to actually have a hope of making money, give us a shot. It's only going to cost you 20 bucks. what I'm looking for a trade right now, if I was trading, is a look below and fail of 71.42 and 3/4. You can see the candles are small. Business is a little slow. Give it a little time. Hey, Juan, what's going on? How you doing? Hey, AZS, how you doing? Getting better, my friend, getting better. Just gonna drift into this weekend. No stress. Small candles, not much business going on. You can see most of our active traders are asleep. Where's Cisco? Is it illogical to think that after a local cost basis built at 2 always think people would like to sell? It's actually really not that deep, Redcom. Let me just type it. Let's see. Let me just type this out to save my voice. Does that make sense? It's a market, right? That's why they call it the stock market, futures market. So you buy 1,000 units of inventory. So in this case, you buy 1,000 ES contracts, right? As soon as you acquire a position, you start selling it. Why? People always say, well, why don't they just hold it and sell higher? Well, that's not reality, is it? You're not the only trader, you're not the only wholesaler in the market. You have competition, right? So if you don't sell and get the customer, that's called capturing the buying. Someone else will. Get it? Exactly. You don't sit and hope. It's a business, right? Good, good, good. So, yeah, you just got to keep thinking, look, I'm long 1,000 contracts. If I can make a tick on 1,000 contracts, that's 12.5 grand, right? So you're selling as soon as you've got your position, you're automatically, that's why wholesale is buying and selling and buying and selling and buying and selling continuously, right? That provides liquidity. That's why they're called liquidity providers. It's a completely different business than retail trading, right? So there's really nothing that deep about it. So say I'm long at 46 and I'm trying to sell 46 and a quarter. Now Bram starts selling 45 and 3/4, right? And Raj starts selling 45 and a half. And Trademaker starts selling 45. Am I just going to sit there like a bump on a log? No, I got to compete. Do I take a loss? Yes. You have to take a loss because that's how business works, right? Yeah, if there's no buyers, you've got to discount it, right? You have to discount it. That's why price goes down. And that's when we are looking for a short, right? When we see, now let's go zoom in here, right? You can see where the sellers started lowering price and competing. They were here. Then down here. Now where are they? They're here. So your sellers have gone from VWAP to 48 to 47 3/4. Now they're selling under 47. That's why you guys get a trend line. Get it? Beautiful. You know, if you can make $500, $400 to $500 a day, right? I mean, $500 a day is 10 grand a month in extra revenue, right? So now if you say you shorted at the lows, see how the offer is lifting as we're getting close to London opening? Let's see if it takes out these levels, right? That tells you, okay, maybe this is not the greatest short at this price. It would have been a better short here. We found a bid here at 45. Hey, Raj, what's up, brother? Hey, Jerry, yeah, feeling a bit better. Thank you. Yeah, in this market, now I know everybody wants to hold trades for 20 or 30 points, but you have to let the market tell you whether holding trades is a good thing or a bad thing, right? So say I was short at 48, for example, and I had some bids down here at 45, and they didn't get filled. I'd start to cover, right? Or I'd wait until London opens and see if London can push price lower. Because if it can't, we'll go back up to VWAP, right? That's why I like trading at an edge. The edge is much better to trade from because that's where you get the best discount, right? I don't want to go long at 45 unless I'm really fast and I can buy 45, sell 47 really quick. Now, if we got enough people short under 48, under 47, we'll pop VWAP and we will go and try and tickle that offer, which is at 50. Watch. So London, so what happened? London opened and it couldn't get any cheap product like it usually does, and it started to rotate higher. The more people who are short underneath 47, 48, 49 will be forced to cover. The more short sellers who are forced to cover, the more bids you'll get in, and the bigger that pop will be. Now they're going to sell into it somewhere here. Actually, I've seen this. When my voice is a little better, I'll do a little video on this. I've seen this sort of pattern happen over and over again, where it'll sell off and it'll bottom out before an edge and then pop. It's not an A plus setup. You got to be really quick to take it. In this market, I mean, look at yesterday's range. High of 71.80, low of 70.80. I mean, you got 100 points, right? If you're trying to capture that whole range, you're probably going to get destroyed. But like I say, if you can make 300, 400, 500 bucks a day, you're laughing. You're paying your bills. You're not getting really stressed out. I tell you guys, managing stress in this business is one of the most important things. I've got so many friends who've had heart attacks and died. I've had heart attacks. You know, one of my buddy's dads was working a 1,000,000 share order for Apple and keeled over at the desk dead. You know, you don't want that. You want to make money. Make your money and just take it and run. Nice little pop. See? So the mechanics of that were enough people were following price down. If I was short 46, 47 and the market started lifting the offer, I would have covered and taken my loss. Instead, what people do is they short and then they add and then they add and then they add and they're like, holy crap, and then they go and cover here. And this is what causes these big green candles. We've seen it happen over and over and over and over again, right? I put in the JJ commentary area. There's an area there. Go check it out. I put articles from the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg in there about how people's appetite for risk over the since COVID has grown dramatically. Which means really no matter what happens, the bid is there. Retail bid is there, and the wholesale bid is there. It's a very different market. The ranges, sure, they'll shake everybody out, but eventually the buyers do keep coming back in. It's an unlimited bid. Because we still have low interest rates, people still have cheap money. It's horrible, isn't it, Charles? Being stressed out when you're trading, oh my God, it's the worst. You know, I know this sounds hokey, but you got to trade like you've got all the money in the world. Not with your risk management, but with your selection, right? Hey, Dave, how you doing, brother? Right? We're happy to have you in the room, Charles. So where's the bid? In your trading journal, what you should be writing down is the bid is 45. Okay, 45 bid. Keep it for later because if you're shorting, then you'll short down to 45. You know? I still remember, I think it was Christmas of 2000. Yeah, it was right after 9/11. I got stuck in a short, I got bought in, and it sucked all the money out of my trading account. It wasn't much at that time. But one of my clients had a debit at the firm, and they wouldn't pay me my salary. They wouldn't pay me. the stress it created was insane. I had actually walked into that client's office. Thank God they were local. And I walked into that office and I threatened them physically that if they didn't pay their debt, that I would that I would cut all their throats. You know, you don't want that kind of stress. What kind of capital? Charles, I would use funded trading accounts. I would not use your own money right now. In this environment, I mean, we had a guy yesterday in our room. He got a $4,500 payout, and he's trading across 7 accounts using a trade copier. I would check out the funded trading. I would save your money and just start trading using funded trading. You get two things. One is it enforces discipline, and the other thing is it's other people's money. Right? What you want to do is, I know that you've been trading for a while, so what you really want to do is work on your consistency. When you have time next week, we'll do a call because I owe you a phone call. It's been a while, and so I'll get my voice back. We'll do a call, and I'll be able to help you out with that. Does that help? Yeah. Let's see if we get a reaction here at 54 quarter. Looks like a lot of people got short on the VWAP. Nothing wrong with 4 points AZS. If you don't want them, give them to me. I'll take 4 points every day, all day. Yeah, the beautiful thing is, yeah, right? Hey, Blues Queen, good to see you. $100 to $200 a day on 5, 6 accounts. It adds up. It adds up. Nothing wrong with that. Just stay disciplined in this market, my friends. Disciplined traders in this market will be there for when it turns. You always want to be there for the turn. That's the most important thing. You just got to survive until the turn, right? That's why I'm a big fan of having multiple income streams. We're going to distribute here. Everything that the wholesale longs bought under 48, that's all going to get sold up here. The overnight puck actually never had a chance to move down. Interesting. Oof. Yeah, I'm a big fan of OPM. It's a good thing. Yeah, see, now the candles are going to get small, and we're going to have to wait for the next order of business. Oh boy. Okay. Well, thanks everyone. I'm going to sign off now that you guys are kind of set up. You've got your balance, you've got your areas where to get your edges, right? So if you're looking for a short, you'd be looking for a look above and fail of 54, back down to VWAP. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back at around 2:15, 9:15 a.m. I'm still doing short sessions because I can feel the strain on my vocal cords. Almost there. Thank you so much for your patience. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning. If you need any help in the room, DM me at any time. Okay? Next week we'll start doing calls again. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Trade safe. Love you guys. Stay out of trouble. Bye for now.